Hi everyone, welcome to session number 7 already. It's hard to believe. So in this discussion board, it's much like our previous discussion boards. We're really going to focus on our case studies, and you get to choose the case study and do 2 questions from your chosen case study. In addition, include a question to your classmates that could include anything from the concepts that we're covering, the materials in the session itself. So anything that you feel like is important that needs further discussion or you would like additional information regarding. So honestly, the questions that you're posing to each other have been very interesting and very engaging. So keep up the great work. I really appreciate that. Next, we're going to go ahead and go into the session itself. So within the session, it's set up just like the previous ones. We'll go ahead and go into the session content, and that encompasses the reading for this particular session, and we're going to be focusing on chapters 13 and 14, where we're looking at building that culture of quality, safety, and value. And we're also looking at leaders achieving sustainable outcomes in that particular culture. So these 2 chapters really tick and tie very well together. So I'm looking forward to our discussions about the case studies that are enclosed within the chapters. So not only are we looking at the chapters themselves, there is additional information within the session that includes supplemental information about our topics of focus. And the information included here will help you as you're completing your discussion boards, and really take a look at these because there's very valuable information that will help you and as you move forward in your leadership practice. One thing that we've had several discussions about as far as looking at events and figuring out the true cause of events. So this resource you will find to be very helpful as well. And looking at factors such as risk management and creating those cultures of safety, they're all congruent with your readings this week, or this session, excuse me. As we look at our team paper, our magnet paper, I know we've been ramping up for this throughout the entire course, but just a brief synopsis of the assignment itself. This is a paper that is 1,200 to 2,400 words as far as word count, and you want to make sure that you're focusing on the manager's role in seeking magnet status. So you're going to be really looking at how to facilitate the implementation and steps required to implement magnet status within an organization. So you should also include methods to facilitate that process and factors that could come into play that need to be considered as you're implementing the magnet status. So kind of keep those things in mind. And just a reminder, the paper will be submitted through SafeAssign, so make sure that you cite all of your resources well to make sure that everything is in order. And just a quick reminder as far as your references, they should not be any more than 7 years of age and preferably 5 years or less. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. And follow the rubric very closely, as I know that most of you have already divided the different areas, and I know that we're going to be talking about who is responsible for the editing process, whether that would be a group edit or one person in particular, but just really use the rubric sort of as a checklist as you're going through the paper to make sure that you have everything covered. And I do suggest using headings within your paper to help structure the thought process. So you can use some of the components of the rubric as headings as well. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns. This is just a real quick overview, and next we're going to take a look at the group evaluation. This is the group evaluation, And to start off with, each and every group member is going to do a self-evaluation. So it's really critical to take a look at how you functioned within the group and think about ways to actually improve the group process, or what worked really well. So it starts out with the person who's filling out the document. That would be, you would be doing a self-evaluation first, and then you would include the members of your group, and then do a evaluation of each member of the group as well. So you will be doing a specific evaluation on each member of the group, including yourself. So you'll be doing that and submitting that. And I will consider the feedback on the evaluations as I'm assigning grades. In general, most everyone will get the same grade for the paper as the group completes the paper, meaning that everyone in the group typically gets the same grade unless there's some kind of issue with the group process. And then I define that and grade accordingly to the feedback from the group. So if you have any questions about that process, please let me know. As we are back in the session content, I did want to also highlight that there are some web links here that you may find to be helpful as you're completing your work in the forum, or relating to your colleagues in the forum as well. And finally, there are a couple of videos that will help you as you're moving forward, and these videos are really worthwhile as far as viewing them, and they will help you in your practice. So that's the overview for session number 7. If you have any questions, let me know. I look forward to both your magnet papers and the discussions. Take care now. Bye-bye.